Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. This is Charles again with the Destroyed Catalog Knowledge Graph project. So yeah, in this video I just wanted to show like a quick example of one of the things I hope people can actually do with the knowledge graph once I update the database a little bit more and also have the API out. One of the things I want to show in this video is one of the things that I hope people can do, with it when it actually comes out, is that I was hoping that people could connect works which are actually indexed in the knowledge graph with discussion posts, which is pretty much just like any post on like social media or comments, which is pretty much just like discussing the work or showing how people are receiving the work, and generally in like some discussion formats. So like it's like comment threads or whatnot. So kind of like something where you'd expect like a conversation to occur. So generally like discussion forums, uh, social networks like Bluesky, Twitter, Mastodon. So those are mostly like what you consider like a discussion post. And so what I create here is like another example of one. I did create an earlier video where I showed one with comments from Substack, but in this video I'm actually going to show some works which actually have posts that mention the works URL in Bluesky and from Twitter as well. So if we actually take a look here at the graph, so I constructed it and actually using Y files for visualization. It's actually pretty like nice visualization library. It's kind of like my first time trying it on. It actually turns out pretty well. So here we have all the works are in red. All the discussion posts from Bluesky are in blue, and then we have the. Sorry, let me zoom in here. All the contributors here are in yellow. All right, and then here we are in green. So yeah, all the posts here that are in green are posts from Twitter. So these are still discussion posts, but they're from Twitter. So that way it's a little bit easier to tell which one's from Bluesky and which one's from Twitter. So with this circular layout, we can see how much attention certain works have gotten from on Twitter and on Bluesky, and how people have actually been somewhat receiving them. So if we take a look here at this network, so here this one, actually this is a pretty interesting one because as you can see, this work here, like the chicken fault protocol, actually has someone's actually given a mention actually on Twitter. So here this post, and one of the nice parts about Wi-Fi is you can actually like look at the data. So we take a look here, actually at the data, and we look here at the label. This just says latest personalized newsletter. So as you can tell, this is actually from a newsletter, and someone messages URL on Twitter. And we go back, we can, and we actually do a little bit more of the work. But from there, we can go take a look at the Bluesky post, which pretty much just says the same thing. But this way, we can see that the work, as someone's mentioning the work on both URLs. And if we take a look here at who's actually the contributor, so we take a look here at the neighborhood, which is a really nice feature of Y-Files. We can see that vtr.bsky.social, which might also just be Venkatesh Rao. Not exactly sure if they're exactly the same person, but feels like it is. That's the person who actually created this post. If we take a look here at the neighborhood, you can actually see that he created 4 posts on Bluesky. So that's a really cool thing about taking a look at the network. It's like, okay, I've seen everything that's this person's posted, at least regarding the works that were examined for this like quick demo. So it's only about like 9 works. They're all in English, and so these were the ones I actually found when I was searching by URL. So then, if we take a look from there, we can see the annotator relationship. So as we're here, we can see a string here, from Venkatesh Rao, which might be the same same person, but 2 Twitter posts. Over here, you can see the depth as well, which is pretty like nice. It's like, if you go from one hop away, but then if you go two hops away, it's like, okay, now you can see the works which have actually been annotated. So you can dig in a little bit deeper with Y files. Then you have the work pigs and pills, and which is a really nice one. Because here you can see two posts, probably both from the same person, but that's how this is a neighborhood around this work, or at least this particular node. Excuse me. And then you can see here as well, Vantage. You can see all the posts here that he's contributed to. So the contributed to relationship just pretty much say that person contributed to the creation of the post. So pretty much, if you played any role in creating something, you would have a contributed to relationship. And then from there, we have the discussion post annotates. Yep, actually, let me click this one. Actually, yeah, that one. I have one. But, alright. Anyway, the annotated relationship just tells us that this discussion post has annotated this work. And so, pretty much the annotated relationship just tells us that someone's received the work, or is describing the work, or at least providing some sort of annotation on the work. So it's like, an add-on. So it might be like a comment, highlight, bookmark, whatever. These are all annotations to the work, which hopefully do give a deeper understanding of the work, and also just how people are thinking about the work as well. So you can also see how the work is being received. Okay, and so this is just a really small network, and then here we have a really nice one with friend groups. This is a work by Nadia Sparova, I think, or maybe Monomythical. So this work, 27 friend groups, and as you can see, the network, it's actually pretty much the same on on the post, but you can see a lot of different users on Twitter have mentioned the this works URL, and then here we can also actually read the post as well, which is very convenient. And it's like, okay, this is what people have been saying about the work. And then if someone actually wants to go to the post itself, you can also do that. So that's something I hope people can also do once this stats actually added to the graph. And then there's also a random Bluesky post. So mostly Twitter, but then you also have some on Bluesky. So this way you can kind of see all the attention the work is getting, even on multiple networks. So that's why you're not necessarily like stuck with just seeing how the work is being received on just like the works comments page. And so this is also like a nice little interesting small little network as well. So like if you want to go from Nickhoff, Nickhoff.com to like all the mess on very long name, but it's like, all right, so like how do I find the path from this person to well, a little too far, from this person to this person. We take a look here at the neighborhood. So that's the immediate one, with actually 2, but like we'd actually probably have to go 3. As you can see, you'd have to go about 3. Let's try 4 hops. Okay. From 4 hops in, now you can actually pretty much find everybody. And 5, you can actually find another post. And so that's kind of the cool part about connecting this as a network, is that you can actually do pathfinding and then figure out like, okay, so I can find a path from here, and then work my way up, and boom, down. Now I'm to Nick Hop. So that's something that I hope people can also do with the discussion posts, is to find relations and connections, and see how different users might be responding to the same work, and just like see their opinions on it, and hopefully their discourse on it as well. And then actually here you can also see our kind of like our connector between everyone. If I zoom in here, so you see this H100. That'd be a social. This is like our bridge between the people who were commenting on this post here blog, GBG and me, and then this work blog, cryptographic doom principle. So that's kind of like our bridge. So this person would be like, be like really important in the network, because they're the ones bridging these two groups here. So that's something you can also do with the graph, is to figure out who's, what's the bridge between different groups of people. Now here we have this work, which has the most connections. Actually, let me tell you that. So my first impressions of Web3, this was by Moxie. And as you can see, the network, if we just go like depth 1, it's pretty much huge, just because there's so many posts about it. And then if we come back here, you can see some Bluesky posts. So you have the Twitter posts out there, Bluesky posts here, and these ones usually have a little bit more than one connection. So these posts all come from the same contributor. So this person made 2 posts. I mentioned the URL for first impressions of Web3. And we jump out here. As you can see, this is really big. And this person here also contributed to like 2 posts on Twitter. And yeah, so this has like a lot of it's kind of like a lot of feedbacks, like from Michelle Bowens. So we take a look here at the data. Let's see what contributed to this one. And so from here you can read the post, and like now you can see how Michelle Bowen has received the work and seen like what their opinion is on it. So this way you can see how your work has been received, and also just the amount of attention you're getting. And this might be helpful in also figuring out like what works to actually even take a look at this when you have some feedback on it, to maybe like, okay, that was actually really good, or like they missed this thing, or this is something that they did which other people thought that other works didn't. So it can also help you figure out what works that you actually want to take a look at, and which works you would actually want to recommend. Yeah, so that's pretty much it from me. So thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please send a message to ledgerback@gmail.com or leave a comment on this video. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a wonderful day.